Distrust. The enemy is storming the Arathian border, so to gain a new ally, the Elf King sends Tarnum to secure all towns in the area. All heroes will be limited to level 28, but Tarnum and his two best captains will transfer to the next scenario. +1 knowledge, +1 spell power. +1 knowledge again, and let's begin.
Mutari swept over the borders of Arathia because the knights were unprepared to meet the full onslaught of her dragons. The Arathian battle lines were easily broken by a new addition to her army, the wingless but deadly Crystal Dragon.
You know, I thought the What the hell? I thought the Arathians were supposed to be great. I've received word that an Arathian knight named Sorsha is trapped at the border. She is willing to combine her army with mine if only I can reach her position. Since Nyan invaded Arathia, word hasn't reached these independent border towns that Avli has come to help. Unfortunately, they see everyone as an enemy now. I have a difficult decision. If I don't take control of these towns, Nyan certainly will, gaining a foothold in Arathia. The Dragon Queen is powerful enough without the addition of these towns. So I must conquer them myself and hold them against the Nyan invasion. But in order to do that, I must battle these good Arathians who only want to protect their homes. Holy army! Army with AUs! Only Tarnum. Out of the tree steps a member of the Forest Guard, one of the Elf King's soldiers. He opens the pack over his shoulders and pulls out a pair of boots. For you, he says, a gift from the Elf King. He thanks you for your service thus far and for the daunting task you now embark upon. When you accept the boots, the elf bows briefly, then leaves without another word. Now, I'm not mistaken. Ooh, Bow of the Stannis. I thought the elves had a council. An elven spy who has been watching the Arathian border arranged to meet you here in this field. You wait, alone, for more than an hour, before the spy steps out of the shadows of some nearby trees and approaches. Greetings, Tarnum, the spy says. I've heard about your mission and thought something of mine might be of assistance. The elf pulls a speculum from his backpack. With this, I have watched the movements of the Arathians for decades. You may borrow it if you wish. Will you accept the speculum? Sure. Neither of them started with elves. Tisk, tisk. Yes, I can get to the dragon glyphs. So I also like how World War II just started on this continent, Antagarich. We already had the restoration of Arathia, and now we've got this. Clancy. What was the level? 28. Well, we didn't even make it to 24. But I got what I wanted, so no fighting that I don't have to fight. That speeds these up immensely. This Crown of Dragon Tooth there, AI. Okay, I'm gonna clear my area first. Will you accept? Yes, yes, yes. Fellow Karstavak, welcome to the stream. I didn't even see those there, but it didn't even matter. And then I have an idea. It won't work because I don't have death for it. Alright. Well, let's do that instead. Because of course. Rostering OP. As you are walking along a narrow path, a nearby bush suddenly bursts into flames. Before your eyes, the flames become the image of a beautiful woman. She holds out a magnificent sword to you, and we have Lightbringer. Ha ha ha. Has quicksand ever been useful? Yes, for challenge maps. Or if you get lucky, but usually just for challenge maps. If you watch Meekik, aka the Known World, play Wayfarer, you can see quite a few instances where he had to use quicksand spam. Lightbringer. Status! 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 What do I need? Mage Shield level 2, Enchanted Ring, Dendroid Arches, and the other one. I don't even remember what I built. 111. Dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. They start with the Crystal Cavern. How savage. Water magic. What's my favorite town? Castle. Without a doubt. Hey, no resistance. It's not even close how much I enjoy playing with Castle. Here, I thought your favorite was Necrola. Castle's too vanilla. Yeah, I know, a lot of people don't like it, but I do. Or, a lot of people like it, but don't consider it their favorite. Oh. I thoroughly enjoy it every- hey, look at Castle. Thoroughly enjoy it every time I play it. Yeah, I'm so surprised, Skeleton King. Dun, 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 dun. Boots of Levitation. Alright. You spot a band of battle dwarves coming down the road. They appear battered and solemn, but their faces light up the moment they see you at the head of the army. You are the Elf King's man, Tarnum, are you not? Says the leader. Yes, you reply. Then let us join you, please. Our own force was wiped out by some black dragons. We are all that lives. We ask you to let us join, and we bring you a warning as well. The land of these parts is quiet, as if something evil lurks in the shadows. Watch where you step. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Fair enough. Two angels. The mounds of upturned earth beside the road drew your suspicion the moment you saw them. Are they huge graves? Why would someone dig a pair of massive holes if not for a purpose? As a precaution, you call for a volunteer to ride between the small hills. Meanwhile, your army stands back at the ready. You send your fastest scout ahead, but the moment he reaches the mounds, dirt explodes skyward as a crystal dragon bursts from his hiding place beneath the ground. Even the mud can't cover the beautiful red crystal that was used in its construction. It's beautiful, like a piece of art. Yet you see an empty malevolence in its face that urges you to shout, "Attack!" And there are 2 of them. Lovely. Take them. Go. Yes. No, they're going to resist it. Oh, come on. Oh. Gotcha. Here we go. Continue our push. Dun, 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 dun. Wivs are not units you can easily get on day 1. You have to have the right buildings built beforehand. Bet they're gonna join us. This map's gonna take us a while, I can already feel it. What is it, that one? Alright. Thankfully, Aspen has left me alone since he was injured in an ambush. He goes about his own business now, sending one of his subordinates to report what he's learned of the area. Today, Aspen's assistant came with troubling news. You can expect to encounter crystal dragons along the border. They were used extensively by Mutare during the invasion of Arathia. What do we know of these dragons? I asked, hoping to learn a strategy for defeating them. Well, they aren't true dragons, although the powerful process wizards used to create them involves crushed dragon bones. Hence, Mutare is still able to control them. They are strong beasts with a one-track mind. Thankfully, they neither have wings nor a breath weapon. The elf said. That's good news, at least. My master, Aspen, told me to warn you about these creatures. Do not underestimate them, for he has learned that, one-on-one, even a gold dragon is no match for the crystal type. Point taken, I said. Well, let's go fight these crystal dragons. When is the big one? The big one! The big one! Yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen eventually. As I've learned. Take them! I offer you sacrifices, crystal dragons. They took the bait! Absolute mad dragons! So it does do damage. What is that, like 1 hit point left? Yes, literally 1 HP. Guess that was right. A few crystal dragons. 4 crystal dragons, of course. Rip the tent, it's fine. Yeah, 1 HP, man. 1 HP. So it's looking unlikely that we're going to finish Chapter 4 tonight, which I kind of expected, considering how late we started. It's still a shame. Stop it. We win! Cornerstone is ours. Boom. If I'm not mistaken, I can upgrade these as well, right? Yes. And that's why I made the rush. A swarm of familiars have infested this area. They dance around, tossing the ever-pouring vial of mercury around in a sick game of keep away. You want to attack them before they break the valuable object? Of course. Cornerstone bends the knee. Those crystal dragons bent the knee. Now, where is Strakan? I have to ask. I mean, don't answer that. Don't answer that. This is just me musing. But where is Strakan? I mean, he's literally the dragon slayer. Why is he not leaping at the first opportunity to go fight dragons here? He wanted to know what was next. Obviously, this is next. Like, come on. Does he need a sign? Literally hanging on the walls. This is next. Come help here. Hey. Let's see what this is. The chemical smell that lingers around this small hut warns you that this is a laboratory of some type. You find an old wizard sitting out front, writing notes in his journal and shaking his head. Is something wrong, you ask? Oh yes, something is wrong, the wizard says. I just wish I knew what. No matter. My most urgent need is crystal. If you can bring me 40 crystal, I'll give you 2 crystal dragons, my own creations. What? Sounds like a good deal, and it would be nice to have 2 of these powerful creatures on your side for a change. Yes, it would. So much so that I'm going to go here. No, Drakan is not dead. Drakan is alive! Like Stennis! A few good crystal dragons, like a few good men. Nice. Newtown! Newtown! Only a few Crystal Dragons guard Nidalheim. So I shall take it. Nice. 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 Dun, 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 dun. And we will. Seriously though, this really is turning into just a pseudo Dragon Slayer with sharpshooters. Or I should say it's Dragon Slayer, but with more things happening in the background. And by more things I mean a legitimate war happening in the background. Dragon Cliffs, stay 7. Boom, boom, boom. Try to get AEs if I go there. Although we are short on mana, so I probably should have either bamfed back or gone to that well. Unis! Unicorns! 9 unicorns now. How about that? In my younger days, I'd have done this myself, but he wants the Bow of the Stannis. You better give me a damn good artifact if you want me to give you Bow of the Stannis. Let's first go to Stillwater. In the meantime, initiate plan fire. Oh. Dumbass troglodytes. We're not even Luna. Dun 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 dun. Cornerstone and then Middelheim. Unless I can find a closer well, I cannot. Alright, so back to Cornerstone. Our last one. Get some more sharpshooters. Very nice. Let's roll out. As we marched this morning, Captain Velita's horse stumbled and pitched her to the ground. I jumped from my steed and immediately captured her horse by the reins. It seemed to be favoring one of its legs. "Are you hurt?" I asked Velita. The elven woman stood, brushing off the seat of her trousers. "Not hurt, but embarrassed," she said, reclaiming the reins. "Serves me right, I guess, for not paying attention." "Daydreaming?" I asked, crouching to examine the mount's limb. There appeared to be no injuries, so I checked the hoof. "Thinking about something, sir." "Here's your problem," I said, pulling a sharp stone from the animal's hoof. The horse tested the hoof and seemed prepared to continue the journey. Captain Velita patted the beast's muscular neck and said, "Thank you, sir." "Call me Tarnum," I said. Alright, so screw that. Let's actually run you back. I have a plan. That's why I'm surprised they wanted to fight. It was hardly a fight they could win. Lots of zealots. And there's sticks. Which is actually an unmanned town. Interesting. Ah, I see how I was supposed to get there. I could have actually gone and done this already. Well. Now, there are mines over here that I want. Yes. Dun 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 dun. Leader thinking about something. Spy! Ah, the Spy Skeleton King. You guys covered that in the chat. Blacksmith, that's no longer a neutral town. And these are crystal dragons. Won't be when I'm done with them. Anything but the crystal, to be perfectly honest. So I need to recruit some crystal. Clearly the spy is the engineer. I blame the architect. I think it was the maid in the kitchen with candelabra. I've been watching Captain Velita these past few days. She's been walking the entire time, leading her horse instead of riding it. She's been spending so much time fussing over the animal's twisted leg, you would think the limb had been broken. I've seen her drive her sword through the bodies of her enemies, so I find the expression of gentleness confusing. But I am more convinced than ever that Aspen is wrong about Velita. How could someone with such a soft touch be a traitor? That's... Tarnum, it's always the quiet ones. This was indeed after Dragon Slayer. Well, it had to be after Dragon Slayer. This is after Mutare takes power. I knew that. of the Stannis. Deemer with rust and crystal dragons. You bastards. You goddamn ion bastards. Pack of AAs. Nice. A, the creators didn't thought of bringing up Dragon. B, Dragon went into depression with dragon killing. Didn't want to do any more dragon killing. Well, spoilers, now I know he's not actually in this. I was really hoping he'd be in this. Garrison of dragons. You approach the gem pond to put it back in production, but stumble upon lots of frightened Arathian crossbowmen hiding in the woods. Before you can convince them you're not the enemy, however, they attack. Spoilers! Dragon is Tarnum and Jelly's love child. Way to go, Neo. You just ruined the campaigns. But we don't know that. How do we know this war isn't going to reach Prakata? Yeah, I made it to Arathia, even though it was Avli preparing for war, so you never know. I don't know. We're in Antagarich. Yeah, we're in Antagarich. Exactly. Prakata's in Antagarich. Rakadoon was on Antagarich. Dun, dun. Not useful, but that's funny that it's there. I honestly don't need anything. A knight holding a white flag slowly approaches your army. When he gets a closer look at you, he lowers the flag and smiles. I see you are our allies from Avli. This is great news. Sorsha awaits you on the holy ground beyond yonder tower, but they'll only let Tarnum himself pass. At last, shouts the guard, it is you. We were getting nervous with so much enemy movement about. Some of us have placed bets that you'd been killed. Do you want to pass now? Do. Hey, yes. Oh, baby. Oh, the Stannis. Thank you. Thank you. Would have come here sooner if I realized you had that. You step up to the gate, place the key in the lock, and click, it opens. Do you want to pass through now? Sure. Go, go, go. Let's see, what do we have here? Sticks and stones may break our bones, but the dungeon overlords can never hurt us. So I'm gonna have to upgrade one of these to get these. Huh. Didn't realize those weren't built yet. Whoops. Hold on. I still have to move there. Rockadoon, hey, hey. I wonder what's lurking underground. I don't know. Whatever could it be? Nothing. There is no underground. dun, dun. It's another one. Another one. Just go up there, start the combat. Yay! Fight the power! Crystal Headridum. So we found a new main, Sorsha. Nah, I mean, I think I'll probably keep her over the other guy, but nah. Over here. Alright, so let's go back to Stillwater. So we got Bend. Oh, wow, they actually wanted to retreat as well. Good, because I didn't want to actually fight with that army. You killed the antelope so well. Alright, Jacobs, thanks for coming. See you next time. Mr. Brockadoon! Brockadoon! You enter this glade seeking the friendship of the centaurs who dwell here, but first you must earn their respect. They ask you to stand blindfolded in the middle of an open field. Then you hear the charging hooves of dozens of centaurs pounding the ground. They bear down on you like thunder rolling through a valley. Then you feel the ground shake beneath your feet. Just when you're about to reach up and tear away the blindfold, you feel the stinging slap of a branch across your face, and that is all. The centaurs laugh and pat you on the back as they remove the blindfold. One of them hands you the badge of courage, saying not many can stand still before the charge of the centaurs. And then Valita over here had to change her shorts. Ha ha ha. I'll roll with what I got. Yes, I do want to go there first. And then we will town portal back. Uh-oh. Enemy on the loose! Enemy on the loose! Really? Lots of Afreet didn't want to, but these guys did. Is there a reason I flag the creature producers? Why not? Makes the map look good at the end when I own everything on it. That's essentially the only reason why it's very rarely because I want to get reinforcements from it. Although flagging creature generators does increase the amount that a creature grows by 1 per dwelling. So since we have 2 dragon dwellings, we get 2 extra dragons per turn. Damer. Let's go to Niederheim. One and one. Very nice. No, that's respect. Yep. Yep. I didn't know it for a while either until I realized that I was gaining. I think it was actually a Mutair's campaign, funnily enough. I realized that I was gaining a lot more units than I should have been per week. Dragons specifically. And I was like, oh hey, how about that? There's a buff on it now. If only I had positioned my units properly. Oh, we're still good. Bye-bye. Look at that, I didn't even have to buy it. The game did it for me. Alright, back up to Stillwater. Well, I may have to go and blockade the enemy inside their towns shortly. This is next. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. They stand like crystal statues. The sun passing through their bodies casts beams of shimmering red light on the ground. You wonder if someone erected these massive likenesses of wingless dragons to honor real creatures. Then one of the heads shifts in your direction. No, these are crystal dragons, created by powerful magic and released into the world. Though not a real dragon, they are just as deadly, if not more so. Nope, it's always one. One per tier, which is why it's OP for tier 7 dwellings, but very funny for others. Like, each centaur dwelling only increases it by 1. For instance. I now own 3 external dwellings, so I get plus 3 centaur growth. Plus you get what's in the dwellings, so that's why. Several red dragons. Triangle dragons. Hey, Doc Jekyll. One, two, and skippity-dippity-doo. Lame and cool at the same time. Nah, man, it's pretty nice. Nicely timed event 3. Yeah, yep. I mean, in theory, we're supposed to do that first. The grass in the area is dead and a horrible stench clings to the air, but right in the middle of several mounds of sulfur, seemingly enjoying their surroundings, are a few rush dragons, producing all of the sulfur as the ever-smoking ring of sulfur, which sits on a rock between the dragons. Do you attack them for this artifact? Of course. It's a lot more than I thought would be there. Everyone up. A's and morale. Come on. What do you use dwarf power stack? Nope. Yeah, I should probably go and just blockade them. Last night I brought Captain Valita her portion of the evening stew. She is always the last in line for dinner if she even bothers to eat. No soldier under my command goes hungry as long as I can help it, I said as I approached. I handed her the bowl. So, do me a favor and eat so I can eat. I'm starving. Valita grinned and sat on the ground to begin her meal. Like many of the rangers, she kept a spoon tucked into one of her boots. Ew. Thank you, sir. Now, I told you to call me Tarnum, I insisted. My voice was a little too firm. Tarnum. Now it was time for me to be blunt. No more games. You're too quiet for your own good, Captain Velita. Is something wrong? Yes. I expect my captains to have the respect and loyalty of those under their command. Yours feel they don't know you, that you're aloof or arrogant as if you think you're better than them. What? I've never said that. I fight right beside them because I'm no more important than they are, Velita snapped. If all you do is fight beside them, then you might as well be a soldier. But you're an officer, Velita. You must lead them. What's worse, you haven't always been this way. Some of the men who fought with you in the past can't be more loyal to you if they tried. So I must know what's wrong. But Velita didn't have an answer. She promised to do better, to take my words to heart. But I wonder if she only said those things to keep me from poking further into her past. Now, I'm no expert. Maybe, just maybe, this all stems from her time in captivity. Wow. Yes, that is the way I wish to go. Dave is the goat. Don't you say otherwise. Don't forget it. I'll take the loss. A Dragon Utopia. Oh, baby. And a second bow of the Stannis. Nah, torture and capture would never be the cause. Captivity. Savages. Silly dragons thinking they could escape my spell. You trip over the bow of the Stannis, dust it off, and stick it in your pack. Now we have two, which is good. Dragon Utopia. Dun, dun, dun. Yep. Oh, I like it. Especially since I can just do that. Ha ha ha. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Dragon scale armor, Stannis' blade, garniture of interference, equestrian's gloves, 30,000 gold. Best part is, I can just do that. Ha ha ha. That seer doesn't bone you. I'm interested to see what the seer gives us. $30,000 gold. Watch out, the spy knows. Yeah, man. Here comes the money. Oops, forgot to put it. I know. I know, Slate. It's power of the dragon Stannis. Yeah, played this game before. And all of the campaigns. Alright, first cornerstone, so I can pick up this dragon. And these items. I think I'm also supposed to eventually be able to build Staniscopia in this one, unless it's just putting out random artifacts. Start building towards A's because we can. But let's also first go back to Stillwater. Get some gold dragons. And now go to Niederheim. Get some sharpshooters. Nope, I already went here. Alright, fair enough. And kill Olima. Armageddon doesn't work on black dragons. I know. That's fine. Alright, this is my report. Ring of Infinite Gems for Bow of the Stannis. What a great trade. I mean, I've never had a more fair deal in this game in my life. How could I not want to make that deal? I have to. I feel I have to. There's no other options. It's not even Dracageddon. That's the best part. That wasn't even Dracageddon. Alright, let's go here. Start making a push towards them. No, Skeleton King. No. No one said her name. If only. No, not my angels. Oh, it's not alright, what am I saying? Level 24. Now for Siren. Gem is the spy! You know what? You guys just solved it. Very good. Oh, baby, we only need the Crystal Cloak. We really are supposed to build Staniscopia in this one. That's awesome. I'm gonna save the mana in this one. Oh. They just felt the, AI just learned how to bend the knee. Literally every army they have just got wiped. How to bend the knee 101, seriously. Parts aren't part of the combo already. No, I know, and neither are the gold mines, but it's cool to have them. I said I just needed the Crystal Cloak. Alright, let's go find that dungeon town, because that's where I want to pin them. I'd rather have these towns where I can build the Orders of Fire. And Portal Glory. Beautiful. Look at a wabbit. way down the road. Bum, 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 bum. Well, I think we've won. Still get through. Just a funny feeling, but I think we got this. Dun, 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 dun. I've developed a habit I like better than letting Aspen beat me at chess every night. At least once a week, I join the work crews working under my master of supplies, Kerbin. The dwarf is a harsh boss, but he's good to his men. As long as they work hard, they get the best food and ale. Now I finally understand why experienced soldiers would give up the battlefield for these mundane jobs. Last night, after all the work was done, I shared some ale with Kerbin. Don't you go kicking Valita out, he said after we had downed several mugs. I don't plan to, I said. You're an idiot for kicking her out. I didn't say I was. What kind of stupid leader kicks out his best ranger? I'm not kicking her out, I shouted. Kerbin tipped back his mug again, then slurred. Glad I could change your mind. Of course. And A's. EA's. Done. Da da da. Damn it. Alright, he pulled it off. Despite partially screwing that one up. Ashton! More like Easy Winden! Hey, oh. Alio. Sir Tacos. Ba-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum. The moment I called an end to the march last night, I grabbed Kerbin and pulled him to the side. What was that all about a couple of nights ago, I said. Kerbin shifted uncomfortably, as if he had made a mistake. I wasn't supposed to mention anything, but I felt like punching you out. I couldn't hold it in, Kerbin said. What made you think I was going to dismiss Valita? She told me. Something about her not leading the men right, Kerbin said. I'm just trying to understand her, that's all. You're right, she's one of my best fighters, but her leadership skills have dwindled lately. She'll get better, you'll see, Kerbin said. If I didn't know the dwarf better, I would swear he was begging. I hope so, I said. Dennis, hello, Sawu. Welcome to the stream. 69 spell points. Hey. Jeez, game. Give yourself enough dwellings? Oh, these dragons, felt our wrath. Wahaha. Much dwelling, less gold. Yeah, seriously. How are they supposed to afford this? Or were they not supposed to afford it and that was the point? No, 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 no. Alright, let's go to Cornerstone. Get ourselves some more schmores. And some sharpshooters. I just don't know it yet. Also gonna get those crystal dragons now. Or not. I'll wait until I have all the pieces. Alright, Stillwater. Upgrade this dragon. 4 more dragons. I know the week's about to end anyway, and I don't really need to do this, but I don't care. Back through the portal. Yes, right where I wanted to be. For the final fight. Well, not final fight, but for this fight. And with speed advantage, they aren't even getting a turn. Oh, baby. Here we go. Four angels. Several adolescent green dragons sit outside the dragon cliffs, challenging all who come near them. At this age, dragons sometimes become too aggressive for their own good. Your attempts to reason with them are met with insults and challenges. Unfortunately, the only way you're going to get by them is to attack. Oh, wow. I honestly thought they'd have joined us. That's why they were there. Silly 3DO. Kill dragons to get dragons. I guess. Hobbit. Dismissed. Alright, with those two. Yeah, I know, right? That was a gold dragon, not a green dragon. They lied. Hey, we can use magic on that garrison. Can also go there, and there. You carefully approach 4 black dragons who have torn apart an old well. Now they're clawing at the ground, slowly digging the hole. Thinking that they might have chased someone down the well, you attack. You lower a rope into the hole that used to be a well, and carefully climb down looking for what attracted the black dragons to the spot. At the bottom, standing in icy water to your waist, you explore the darkness with outstretched hands until something sharp pokes your palm. It feels like a crown, but, strangely, even though the artifact has been in the cold water, it still feels warm to the touch. You carry it with you back into the sunlight, chuckling that you now have the crown of Dragontooth instead of the Dragon Queen Mutare. Ha ha ha. Elfwind. Didn't have to be that way, Elfwind. It didn't have to be this way. Alright. Cornerstone. Still water. Dun 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 dun. Kira came back. And back to Elfwind. Hi, friendly coworker. Welcome to the stream. What unit are these? These are sharpshooters. Sharpshooters. A neutral creature that isn't neutral because we can upgrade any elves and/or archers into them. You stop and have lunch with a hermit, explaining your request as you eat. We can help each other, I think, says the old man. He goes on to tell you that he's going to make one final journey home to a distant land, and he needs good mounts that can also protect him. War unicorns, which nicely says, if you bring the hermit 25 war unicorns, he'll give you a letter that will gain you the aid of a pack of gold dragons. Yes, please. Simply done. Or seemingly simply done. That's not 25. You only have 9. Useless. All of you. Useless. Come now, unicorns. I'm going to sell you to an old man. Alright, so next turn, or next week, I should say, be able to pull that off. Till then, we just continue along our way here. This morning, as I stepped outside my tent, I found an arrow buried in the ground just outside. Tied to the arrow was a piece of paper. I opened it and read, "Sir, this is my resignation. I regret leaving you and the others..." What? I regret leaving you and the others to battle the Dragon Queen alone, but you are right. I am no longer capable of leading well. Know this, I have not completely abandoned you. I'll hunt Mutare's men when and wherever I can. My only hope is that I can kill many of them before I die. Belita. I don't know. Looking pretty good. Oh, this is a great game, friendly coworker. Absolutely. That means you're still waiting for that 40 crystal, and he's gonna keep waiting. That wasn't the end of the message? Uh-oh. I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. We want from me. Shoot. Alright. Here's what we'll do. Save there. And for once, those story ones are actually going to pay off. Hold on, guys. We'll get there. Stop. I'm tired. What do you want from me? Story. Yet again. Alright, so we're on Distrust. See, red pill. Distrust. Here we go. And WC Trinity. No. Dun dun dun. Should be close. Yes. My only hope is that I can kill many of them before I die. Velita. I crushed the letter in my hand. I hadn't realized my words had hurt the woman so much. Or perhaps she felt the pressure of Aspen's search for the spy? No, I refuse to believe that is true, and now I have lost a good captain. There you go. Happy now. Just full MK that event. I can look it up. Nope, I can just do that. It's very easy. That's some dedication. Well, I mean, I kind of want to know the story myself. This is the first time I've ever played these. It's all new to me. So if I missed something, I would absolutely like to go back and see what it was. Why are there red dragons? Few red dragons are known to live in these abandoned crystal caves. As you approach, you spot them outside tearing savagely at a cow they stole from a nearby farm. Before you can claim the crystal cave for your own and search the inside for hidden treasure, you must defeat these brutal creatures. Now reset enemy movement. Ah, this is true, this is true. Level 28, the dream. Whoa. Trader! Yep. Ever-flowing cloak of crystal, which means a boom, a bada bing, a bada boom, a bada bing. Staniscopia, hey! Plus 4 of each precious resource every day. Won't actually be using it, but we got it. Or I won't have it on Harnum, I should say. Kerbin scowls whenever our eyes meet, so I have not joined his laborers this week. I think he blames me for Velita's departure. Perhaps I am at fault, but I do not regret confronting Velita about her failures. I have a responsibility to everyone under my command. It would have been far worse if her men had hesitated in battle because they did not trust her orders, but I feel guilty as well. What could be bothering Velita so much that she would refuse to tell me? If only she had confided in me. Speaking of Velita, let's drop that off. Chill out there. Alright, we finished this zone. I want to actually get this down first. Is this the expansion with the new castle? No. This is Heroes Chronicles, which all came out as standalone games, which was a complete money grab and should not have happened. But are now available for only $10 on GOG.com. And that's where I got it, and that's where I suggest everybody get it. Because these are pretty fun. They are definitely worth the $10. They are not worth the other. They were not worth $20 each time they came out, though. That was ridiculous. Or however much they were back in the day. I had to make sure I got them. Yeah, it plays like Shadow of Death with a couple added features, or added twists, and the lore is completely different. They were $10 each. We'll still add it. These were not worth $10 each. Let me just throw that out there right now. Altogether, they're worth $10. I'll give them that. But each? No, 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 no. Alright, so let's go to Cornerstone. Well, that's why they weren't worth more than $10. They didn't have anything playable other than these campaigns, which, yeah, I love these. The lore is great, it's pretty fun. But other than that, no, 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 no. And even then, how many times can people really play through the same... Like, we're really gonna pay $10 each time for the same game? Like, the same sandbox? Alright. And let's go to Elfwind. And finish that Seer's Hut. You're just in time, the Hermit says. He's prepared to leave if the sacks and crates piled around his home are any indication. Would you like to trade the letter for the war unicorns? Absolutely, and there's 11 gold dragons. There are 11 gold dragons, I should say. Bretonnia's the most. Cavaliers, didn't think so. And there's the rest of the map. So let's just go clear this, and then we can be done. You find a young man hiding in his hut. As you approach, he brandishes his spear and says, "Go away! I'm not afraid to use this. What I have is for my master, the brave knight Sorsha." Oh. Level 27. Not even the crystal dragons wish to face this. Beautiful. I found Aspen playing chess with a centaur captain, winning of course, and waited until the game was complete. I pulled up a stool across the board for my elven advisor. "Good luck," said the centaur captain. "He's a crafty one." "I know," I said as I replaced the pieces on the board. "Good day, Tarnum," Aspen said. "I'll play you one game, but it's information I want," I said as I made the first move. "What information would that be?" "Knowing you, you've been looking for Captain Valita. Have you found her yet?" "No, not yet." At least Aspen didn't try to lie. "When you do, I want to know. And I mean this more than anything I have ever said to you, Aspen. I want to be the first person to talk to her. You hear?" I said, nearly crushing the chess piece in my hand as I spoke. Aspen smiled, nodded, and made his next move. An hour later, I lost the game. She says, a library of enlightenment. Don't forget the 40 crystal. Nope, I won't. And all of those Call of Duties are overpriced, huh? And or the same game. Off to the old man, unicorns, yep. Off to whatever your next life will be. Imps, you're in my way. One, 1, 1. The other one was 2, 3, 2. let's actually do this ourselves to make sure they kill that first. Alright, now you're good. Cornerstone. 2 crystal dragons. Finally, here, give the 40 crystal to me and I'll give you this in return. That's why I left the space open. Ashton. And now I need to take Sorsha all the way to this here. We were riding, looking for a good place to stop for a midday meal, when Aspen came to my side. Do you still believe Captain Velita isn't the spy? Aspen asked. Yes, I said. This loyalty you feel, couldn't it be something more like an infatuation, could it? I glared at the elf, perhaps too sharply. Aspen must have realized that I was about to order him out of my presence because he spoke first. I have found her. Where? She's been ambushing Mutari's troops in a forest grove a short distance to the south. I ordered my forces to stop for a long break, and I rode on alone. Velita found me first. Perched in the top of a tree, she called down to me as I rode beneath her. Looking up, I found myself staring at her drawn bow. For a moment, I thought she would release the arrow. I've seen Velita shoot. At this range, she couldn't possibly miss. Then Velita slowly lowered the bow. What are you doing here, sir? She said. I've come to collect one of my captains, I said. She's been as big a fool as I have, and I hope to rectify both our mistakes. But I'm not the leader I used to be, Velita said. We'll talk about that, I said. Fighting Mutari is what's important now, and I need every sword and bow I can get. Velita hesitated there in the top of the tree, reluctant to step down and face whatever was bothering her. Finally, she nodded and slung her bow over her shoulder. I'll be right down, sir, she said. Of course, I'm going to have to punish you for disobeying orders. I've told you before to call me Tarnum. Surprisingly, the elf woman smiled. Aww. It's really you, Master. Sorsha, I've been holding your breastplate of brimstone as you commanded. I protected it with my life. Shall I help you put it on? Ooh. That's 2 breastplates of brimstone we have. And I suppose the only thing I have to check are the places up here, since I cleared that out with her, but I went to where I needed to go. So, let's see if we can get about 7,000 experience when we finally do take that fight in Sorrow Crown, which we'll obviously win. Alright, see where Stannis. Start skipping for story in case there's more. There is. I summoned Velita to my tent last night. We sat at a table together, and I poured her a glass of wine. I must apologize for my bluntness, Velita, but I must know what keeps you so somber and remote. You're welcome to throw that wine in my face and walk out of here, but if you talk to me, maybe I can help. I've experienced quite a lot in my lifetime, I said. It took some time for her to reply. Velita drank her wine in silence. Several times she opened her mouth to speak, but couldn't find the words. I kept my mouth closed and watched, waited. Shame, she said. That's what is always on my mind. Shame? Yes, I am a traitor. And tears fell on Velita's pale cheeks. My stomach tensed, because I thought she was going to confess that she was Aspen's spy. I realized that she was still armed, and my own sword was all the way on the other side of the tent. Then Velita explained in a flood of bottled emotions. When the devils had me in their dungeon, I betrayed everything and everyone I have ever loved. Under those hot spikes and thrashing whips, I snapped. I told them everything. Men died. My men! I sat back in my chair, and I noticed that Velita was looking at me now, trying to determine my reaction to her confession. She saw something in my eyes that surprised her. Perhaps she had expected my hatred. Instead, I said, you're in prison for more than 3 months. No one can expect to stand up to torture for that long, especially in the skilled hands of the demons and devils. But, no, I know something of shame, Velita. I live with it every day. Perhaps I'll tell you sometime. But first you must understand that you'll never be free from those cursed devils until you forgive yourself, I said. Actually, Tarnum. How many chronicles have I finished? 3. This is the 4th out of 8. We will be halfway done after I finish this chapter, probably tomorrow. I don't think I'll get through all of it tonight. I can only hope that Velita realizes that she isn't responsible for the deaths of her men. Meanwhile, I've removed her from a command position and placed her in an advisory role. I can't have her making decisions that affect lives until her head is clear. I am, however, more convinced than ever that Velita is not Aspen's spy. Unfortunately, Aspen is not. Even though I told him what the elf woman confessed to me, Aspen only believes it is further proof that she is the one who has been slipping information to my enemy. She may have been loyal once, but those devils have ways of changing people, Aspen told me. You've seen it already, and she as good as admitted it. But where's the proof, Aspen? I demanded. The elf shook his head, knowing that he wasn't going to convince me. For now, I needed to concentrate on defeating Mutare. 4 times the number of chronicles in the book. Time to go through the past broadcasts. Actually, you'd probably be better suited watching them all on my YouTube channel, where I've uploaded all of the ones I've completed so far. Except the ones I did today, obviously. Now, the thing about Valita over there is the Forest Guard is not supposed to crack under pressure. I well remember that snippet from Jelly's campaign. And the Armageddon's Blade campaign itself, where Zeron was trying to interrogate the Forest Guard members. Alright, so that's all for the story there. Let's go finish this. Sorrow Crown. Be sure to watch the big one! The big one! Yeah, that's a pretty lit one as well, and will always be referenced. Although, the Shaun the Sharpshooter fight has definitely, whatchamacallit, the Shaun the Sharpshooter fight has achieved more views than the big one. So you guys are slacking. Why did it just flip the positions of my sharpshooters? This goddamn game. Torture from devils isn't pressure. Hey, I'm just saying. And down goes Sinka. Victory is ours. 1 level off. What do you know?